So I wanted to show you a couple of different options you have for making an envelope album. The first are just plain envelopes that you can decorate as you wish with pattern paper and stamps, and then just punch a hole through the corner of the envelopes, and there you have an album. That's easy. Another option is in the store. This is a Seven Gypsies envelope album, and it just has manila envelopes on the inside. Again, you can decorate it how you wish, so that's an option. And the one that I chose to show you is a little yellow bicycle album. It is the Boardwalk album, and it's a summer album. And I wanted to show you what you get in the kit. You actually get an instruction sheet, and this is really important because I neglected to read my instruction sheet the first time I made one of these albums, and I made a few mistakes. So I want to show you what's in the kit and then show you how to assemble the album, because I want to save you the troubles that I had. So in the kit are some journaling tags, and they are double-sided so that you can stamp her right on the front, and you can add pictures and more embellishments on the back. Those actually go in the envelopes. Then you have two chipboard pieces that can be covered with this double-sided pattern paper, and you have a couple of different patterns to choose from, and you can do either pattern on the inside and the back side of the chipboard pieces. You have a little baggie of the tools to finish up the envelopes with, and then you have several envelopes. Now I want to show you how these envelopes get put together, because here's where I made my mistake. I made the mistake of doing the whole album, assembling it, gluing it all together before I realized that there is a enclosure piece that goes on these envelopes. So I want to show you how to make these. Each of the envelopes is double-sided. So you have the option of using it the way it comes, or you can turn it around and use it on the back side. So you have options, and that's one of the choices you need to make before you start assembling the envelope. Now the first thing you're going to do is not adhere the envelope together, but rather we are going to start by doing the enclosure portion of the envelope. So what you do is you take one of these chipboard rings, and I just put it about where I want the clasp to go, and I drew a little pencil mark in there, and then I used my anywhere hole punch. And I punched a hole through there. And then you take a piece of string, and you actually want to put the string through the top and bring it over to the left side. And then you're just going to hold the string like this as you turn the envelope back over. You'll put the chipboard piece back on top of the hole that you just punched, and then inside the little packet are eyelets, and you put the eyelet through the chipboard hole, and then you set the eyelet. Make sure that string is over on the side. Okay, now I did the same thing on the bottom, as I actually just eyeballed and estimated where I wanted that hole to go. And then here's where you, if you have the envelope adhered, where you would make the mistake, because you would punch through the top and the bottom of the envelope, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so this time you don't have to put any string through. You're just going to put the chipboard piece and then the eyelet, and then you set the eyelet. Okay, and now this is where you would put adhesive on the sides and the bottom flap. So it would be cute like this. And then once you've stuck things into the pocket, this cute little string just goes around the chipboard pieces like that. So that is how you assemble the envelope. So make sure that you either read the instructions or watch through the video to make sure that you do the envelopes first. So just like we did in our last class, which was a chipboard album class, I want to show you how to cover front cover of this album. And like I said in the last class, I usually use a glue stick when I'm dealing with chipboard and pattern paper. And then I kind of like the striped version of this pattern paper. So I just line it up with the chipboard till I get it just the way I want it. And then I turn it over, and using the hole punches as a guide, I just punch new holes. And then I do the same thing on the back side. Now you have to know, if there's script, how your album's going to go. If I go horizontally, I want the beach word to not be upside down. So again, just turn it over, line up the holes, and punch. And you would do the exact same thing for the back side of the album. So this is your front cover. You can embellish it how you like. I just wanted to show you how to cover it. Okay, there's one last thing I want to show you, and that is the finished envelopes and how you put the envelopes together and the album together. So I actually turned the envelope over and put a photo on it and a border sticker. This is what a completed journaling sheet looks like, and I crossed out beach because we haven't been to the beach this summer and did pool. I added some American craft stickers in between my journaling. And then on the back, I added another photo stamped to grid and added some stickers and an additional stamp. Now, when you put your journaling in, you can do it either side, photo or journaling up. Make sure that once you've punched the holes on the bottom, that you don't push the paper too far down. And then you just use the envelope clasp to close it. And that is how you close the album. And then to complete the album, this is my cover page. Each of my envelopes has photographs and a journaling card in. You could substitute for receipts or extra photos or tickets from things that you did over the summer. Or if you use a different theme, you can add whatever you want inside the envelopes. And that's what makes an envelope album so great, is that it can hold additional memorabilia or photos. Now, the album actually comes with office rings, and so I just thread office rings through the holes. And then once you have the office rings on, you can add ribbon. I just thread the ribbon through the hole and tie into a knot. And then I use my scissors and I trim off the excess. And there you have it, a summer-themed envelope album. For additional photos and a downloadable PDF, visit 2peasinabucket.com.